Hello everyone. In today's video, we wanted to obviously discuss about the interest rates, and we know that because of the uncertainty, even Bank of Canada was not sure what exactly they wanted to do, but I think actually the inflation kind of weighed in on their decision for that they are holding the interest rate. We will discuss about the interest rates obviously, but at the same time we will also discuss about the market in Calgary, and we will also discuss about the rental market because that is also getting affected quite a bit right now. And at the end we will share the numbers with you, the weekly numbers. But let's start with the interest rates. So now we know that Bank of Canada decided to hold interest rates on last Wednesday, and they are going to keep it at 2.75. And the reason behind that was the inflation. Now, because of tariffs and the uncertainty in the market, they decided that the inflation is going up, and that's where they decided that we'll keep the interest rate at 2.75. You guys probably remember that in our videos last year, we were quite sure that Bank of Canada will be bringing the interest rates somewhere close to 2.5 or even lower than that if inflation actually stays close to 2%. So surprisingly, in the month of March, inflation was pretty close to 2.3%, and they decided to just hold the rates at this moment so they can see actually how the situation really unfolds, and they can make decisions in future to which way they wanted to go. So at the same time, obviously banks are offering good interest rates right now, and we have been telling you guys that CIBC is offering interest rates close to 3.99% for even 5-year fixed rate. And one thing I also wanted to tell our viewers is that if you are more comfortable with variable mortgage, I would suggest that you go with that. The reason, because we are expecting the interest rates to come down in future, but again, situation does change, but you can always lock it up anytime that you want. But if you're thinking, even CIBC is offering 4.25, I believe, close to for the 5-year variable rate right now. The second thing, as I mentioned, I wanted to talk about is now the market. We know the market has been shifting for the past few months. It has changed dramatically, and now we know that it is moving more towards a buyer's market, but at this moment it is a balanced market right now, because we are seeing there are enough houses in the market, and they are selling as well. Properties are selling as well, but at the same time the inventory levels are going up. So in future we'll see how everything turns out. We are not expecting the market to go hot again anytime soon. So inventory will go up, and for buyers it is a good news, because now there is so much inventory for you to choose from that you can take your time and really decide what kind of property you want. So obviously negotiations are happening, and you definitely need somebody experienced who can really negotiate stuff for you to work it in your favor if you are thinking to buy right now. And the third thing we want to talk about is the rental market. Now we know that the migration from other provinces has slowed down very significantly. We are not seeing it at the same rate that we saw actually in the a couple of years ago. So now the rental market is getting a hit as well, quite a bit. So Calgary's rental rents, I would say just rents, have dropped by almost 10% when they're looking at the annual picture, and it was the most in any major city in Canada. Calgary is still about the 15th highest rental market in Canada, where Edmonton is about close to 21st. But in bigger cities, Calgary's rental market slowed down the most than anywhere else, and that is the reason. Because, and the other thing actually that is also a big factor is that a lot of condos are coming into the market, a lot of buildings are coming into the market, where they are also getting a hit because there is so much inventory coming in and it's not getting absorbed as quickly, and that's where it's affecting the rental market as well, because people want to rent those properties and they're not finding any renters to rent those properties. So that's what's going on in Calgary's market. Now let's talk about last week's numbers. In last 1 week, we had about 776 properties that came into the market. There were 83 properties that were back onto the market. 518 properties saw a price decrease. So this is kind of very critical now as a seller, that you need to make sure that you are pricing your property right. It's very critical. If you price your property higher and it does not sell, then you know what, you will be losing more money, because the longer it stays in the market, it means that it will be costing you more. People usually start thinking that there is probably something wrong with the property. So keep that part in mind. So 25 properties saw price increase, 531 properties went pending, 543 properties got sold, 531 were pending, 58 properties expired, 4 properties are withdrawn, and 179 properties were terminated. So that's the Calgary's real estate market. Obviously, we are still seeing properties are selling. Just keep that in mind. Here is the part that we will see, actually, like it's already 19th of April. By the end of April, we will know that detached homes are not that easy to sell. And I was looking at some of the communities in especially Northeast, and some of them had like 2 sales in the month of March. And that is where you need to understand that market, the prices are not there. So if you are thinking to sell, make sure you do everything right. One more thing that I wanted to add to this video is that in future we are going to bring you actually information about the newer communities that are coming into Calgary, so you can also plan where you are thinking to move. And if you ever need any kind of information that is related to real estate and you need the right information, please give us a call and we'll be more than happy to assist you. My phone number is 403-689-2345. Thank you.